Breakfast is some protein, French toast sticks, 2 eggs with a little bit of cheddar. Banana that's too old, but we're gonna eat it because we don't waste food in this damn house. Some water, and some coffee with zero sugar creamer, and spilled of course. All right, y'all. Start off on a Stairmaster. 10 minutes as a warm up. Get our body going. Let's get after it. 10 minutes complete. Let's get after it. All right, familia. We're going to start off. It's loud as fucking here. We'll start off with some heavy T-bar rows. We're going to try to get 6 to 8 reps for the first set. And we're going to try to work our way up to 12 to 15 reps. And then we're going to superset it with the side lateral machine. Hit our delts. Do 3 to 4 sets. Move on to the next exercise. We're going to do another back exercise. And then most likely do chest with that. And of course, we're going to do some arms as well to get that out the way. If I have enough time, I will do some type of trap movement, maybe a trap shrug or something like that. But we're not done with the workout. So let's get after it. Let's train heavy. Let's train hard. And let's motherfucking kill it. Now, I never want to say I've been shortchanging myself at all. I really haven't, but I have been lifting lighter over the course of like the last 6 months or so. And I'm finally actually starting to lift a lot heavier prior to this new regimen. And only because I want to switch it up, I want to change it up, I want to get stronger as well as build muscle and get leaner at the same time. And I do think I've been holding myself back slightly just because I've been focusing so much on form, so much on the burn, so much on trying to get a full range of motion, and so much, you know what I'm saying, on really focus on the stretch. But I think every now and then you got to start, do something to progressive overload. And for me, it needs to be heavier weights. And I'm just going to start lifting heavier, and I've been kind of lifting heavier the last couple of weeks as well. But yeah, I'm trying to lock in on getting stronger as well, because I mean, the more muscle you add, it helps you get stronger, because the bigger the muscle, you can make it denser and you can make it stronger. So, the combination of having bigger muscles with stronger muscles, you just become bigger. Most people get bigger get stronger as they get bigger. So, you know what I'm saying? It's okay every now and then to do a program that you're training heavier. Like, it's okay to train and do a program that you're doing, between 6 to 10 reps. That's totally fine. If your form is good, you get a good pump from it, you get a good stimulus for growth from it, and you're not, overtraining and your joints aren't hurting and anything like that. It's totally fine to, switch up your training every now and then. Of course, you want to be careful to not ego lift and, hurt yourself. But if you actually are an advanced lifter and, you know what you're doing, you don't have to worry about doing that. I don't really worry about ego lifting as much as I used to. I know what's smart and what's stupid, and I'm not trying to do anything stupid. I don't want to be out of the gym. I would rather be in the gym making gains. So if you're a beginner, if you're a beginner lifter, then maybe, still staying between the range of 8 to 12, maybe 12 to 15 is good for you. But once you've been in the gym for, I would say, at least 4 to 6 months, then you can kind of start trying to lift heavy. And I'm not saying you shouldn't change your weight up or anything like that. Like, I'm talking about lifting heavy to the point of lower reps. I don't think a beginner should be doing that at all. But yeah, I'll say about 4 to 6 months, even a year. Once you get through that training period, then you can start lifting heavy. Because you still can make a lot of progress lifting heavy. You still can build muscle lifting heavy. Everybody's different. Everybody's training methods is different. Everybody's body structure is different. Everybody's body responds to different stimuli and different training methods differently. So, you got to find yours. But it's also good to switch things up. As you guys can see, I'm cooking the fucking on my delts. This is our delt movement. And my fucking back is on fucking fire. I'm just happy that I just changed it up. I started off with 4 plates and we're ending off with 2 plates and 25. So, I was able to get about 8 reps with the first set of T-bar rows, which felt amazing, which felt fine. I was a little bit worried, not worried, but I wanted to make sure I could at least get 8 reps, which I did, which just shows that I'm strong as hell when I could be lifting a lot heavier if I really decide to, but I'm still trying to do the best I can with growth as well. And not really trying to, kill myself to the point that I'm overly sore, but you're lifting heavy this time, you feel me? And finishing up with this last set of our side raises, and you can kind of see the pec raises right there a little bit when I'm raising. And I just have this tendency of cutting my fucking head off. Now, I will say I do need a new fucking tripod. This tripod has been through heaven and hell, better or worse. Everything's breaking on it. My fucking parts are breaking on it. So I think it'll get me an actual better tripod for the gym before this thing completely falls apart, because I'm scared to do anything with it, because if I do something wrong, something probably might pop off. So guys, put in the comments if you have tripods, kind of give me, recommendations for tripods. I'm gonna look on Amazon pretty soon. But partial reps, let's move the fuck on. All right, superset we're gonna do some chest supported rows with the machine. And they're gonna come over here and we're gonna do some shrugs, some heavy shrugs. And then we're gonna superset some cable reverse flies to hit our rear delts. And then that'll be the rest of our shoulder, back esque training. We're gonna finish off with some chest and some arms, do some cardio, and get the fuck out of here. It's a lot of fucking here, man. I can't hear myself fucking think. And as you guys know, I love chest supported rows, and the machine row just gives me a more smooth feeling and over exaggerating the stretching portion at the bottom. I did start off a little bit heavier with these as well, but taking our time and milking the reps as much as possible, milking the stretch as much as possible, not rushing anything. Guys, take your time with your lifts. Just because if you are lifting heavy, it doesn't mean that you have to rush it, because if you're rushing it, means it's fucking too heavy. And that's because you're lifting lighter, doesn't mean you have to rush it either. You should milk, that muscle as much as possible. Now, you don't need to go super duper slow, but at least 1.5, 2 second negative, I think it's a pretty good indicator that you're getting a pretty good stretch and you're taking your time with your reps. But yeah, man, great stretch of our back right there. And then I usually do the shrugs on a different machine, but this is right next to that, so that's why I decided to use this. The shrug, this machine's kind of goofy, not goofy, but kind of awkward. You can do shrugs with it. You can do bent over rows with it. You can do, I believe you can do Bulgarian split squats with this. There's a lot of different things I think you could do with this particular machine, but it's not the best shrugger. But as you guys can see, I was leaning forward a little bit. It's just to allow my, my shoulders to go down a little bit. It kind of stretches my traps out a little bit more. Now, I probably could have went a little bit lighter just to get more reps, but otherwise, my traps got a great stimulus and they fucking were short afterwards. And then doing these right after, I mean, this is technically shorter. Rear delts are, but as you guys know, I like to train my rear delts on my back day and on my shoulder day as well. So they usually get two days in the week, just so I can kill those little fuckers. But you guys can see milking it, trying to get as many reps as possible, and then going slow, getting that great stretch. And here's our second set of our rows. And I got a lot of fucking back sweat right here. Look like a Rorschach fucking ink plot fucking test. But even from the back, you guys can kind of see a march in my back. Taking my time, not rushing. I got a nice, big, thick back. Nice little V fucking shape of my back, which is, that's what you're going for. My waist is pretty small. My waist is only like 30 inches around, which is pretty small. So once I get lean, once I get mean, and once I figure out how to diet with my coach, I'm going to be fucking looking amazing on stage. And I think my waist is pretty small, to be honest with you guys. So we'll see what he decides to put me in. Classic physique, open, I don't know. I'll do whatever he tells me to do. I'm not sure. The one thing that I think when I do start bodybuilding that will help me move up and be good at it is I'm very well balanced in my body. Like, I have a big chest, I have a big back, I have big arms, I have big legs. Like, my legs are huge. So I think the big thing for me is just to get peeled as much as possible, shred up the abdominal, shred up the back. But I honestly think that I just, I'm big everywhere. So, like, I'm not going to lose a lot of muscle in most of the places, I believe, because, a lot of people have their, their weaknesses and their strengths. And, I mean, if your legs, I feel like as a bodybuilder, if you have big everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is just something that is, a blessing, because a lot of people work their asses off to try to balance their bodies out, and I have big everything. Like, I'm not sure. We'll see when I actually compete, get on stage, and what my coach will say. But I think me just being built like I am, I fucking play running back, so a lot of people kind of understand running backs are built like me. But I do believe once I get shredded and I can kind of show off all the muscle that I have all around my body, that it's going to set me up for success. Because everybody's like, man, you're big everywhere. Like, God damn, like most people have, a lot of guys have big upper bodies, big backs, or big arms, or big chests, but you have everything. And I'm like, yeah, genetics. So it should be fun to get on stage. But as you guys can see, milking the fuck out of these reps as well, trying to destroy our back, which we are. Our back feels pretty destroyed after doing that. And then here we go again with our shrugs. And like I said before, I'm kind of slouching forward just a little bit to kind of, get that stretch of the traps. But this angle, I look pretty damn badass. Like, look at my quads. My quads are there. My arms are vascular and big. My shoulders look fucking big and round and nice. You know what I'm saying? Looking pretty fucking good. My fucking forehead and my head looks always big. So, that's one thing that I cannot change. But, yeah. And here we go with our reverse flies, hitting those rear delts last set, I believe. And as you can see, I'm not rushing it. I'm taking my time, trying to get that stretch. And you guys might hear my son yelling upstairs. So if you hear a screaming noise, that's my son up there playing with his toy. So don't be alarmed. I'm not a sociopath. I'm not a psycho killer. It's just my son screaming. So, but yeah, milking the fuck out of that. Feeling good. Fucking, man, rear delt exercises hurt because it's such a small muscle. And when you fucking destroy that small ass muscle, it fucking hurts so fucking good. And here we go. We're gonna do some partial reps because we're at complete failure. And let's see how many we got left. Maybe one more, and boom, move on. All right, this superset's gonna be really quick. We're gonna do some incline Smith machine press, and we're gonna superset it with some cable curls to hit our biceps, and then also we're gonna do some cable tricep kickbacks in our tries. 3 sets. We'll make it quick, lighter, a lot of reps. Let's get it done. And this is always one of my go-to exercises when I'm like low on time, but I definitely still want to kind of lift heavy with my chest and get a great amount of reps out, which, as you guys know, is incline Smith machine press because you're looking straight at it. But yeah, this is one of my my go-to movements. Just such a great exercise, such a great way to make gains in your chest, such a great way to go all the way to failure. Just a great way to rep it out. You know what I'm saying? Just a phenomenal exercise. If anybody tells you that Smith machine, if you use Smith machine, you're a pussy. You're not gonna make gains. That's some bullshit. That's a lie, guys. You can make fucking gains doing anything. You doing cables like I'm doing right now, doing fucking free weights with dumbbells, barbells with kettlebells, doing machines. It does not matter. If you train hard with all these and honestly combine them all together, you're going to have an incredible physique. Look at the best bodybuilders. Look at the best physiques. They combine machines, free weights, and cables all in one. That's what you're supposed to do. Your body doesn't know what the fuck you're using. Your body only knows, is the muscle getting beat up enough that it can make micro tears and grow? Am I getting enough protein? That's what the body cares about. It doesn't care what exercise you're doing. The only thing it cares about is if you're working and training hard and creating stimulus for growth. So don't be that person that's like, brother, I need to do my compound movements. I can only do squat, bench, and deadlift and and shoulder press with what I'm saying. Like, nah, bro. Like, switch it up, because you need to switch it up every now and then, because your body needs that, that new stimulus every now and then for growth. If you're doing the same thing completely all the time, never changing anything, then it's gonna make your gain stagnant. So don't be scared to change it up and combine things. That's how you keep things fresh. Now you shouldn't change things up too frequently, of course, like I always tell you guys, but don't be a fucking asshole, guys. Switch up your training. Switch up your training, and I guarantee you make up gains. Like, switch it maybe every 4 to 8 weeks, 8 weeks at the most. Just don't be fucking too scared to switch things up, and don't it's not always good to be in your comfort zone. You feel me? It's sometimes better to do things you're not used to. That's how you grow. That's how you make gains, and that's just a part of life in general. Staying in your comfort zone is not going to get you anywhere but, average or mediocre. And we're not trying to be mediocre on this app or this channel. We're trying to be the best version of ourselves. We're trying to be kings, trying to be queens. We're trying to be emperors. We're trying to, fucking just dominate, to be the best we can be. So, you know what I'm saying? Actually get out of your comfort zone. And look at that this angle is just dope. Like, look at my fucking delts, guys. Look at those fucking veins. Look at the veins in my arms. And you can even kind of see my pec striations a little bit when I am like fucking wrapping up. But yeah, I'm looking nice, guys. I'm looking nice, eating a bunch of carbs. Not a bunch of carbs, but eating enough carbs that it's gonna blow me up. That water's fucking sitting in that muscle. Like, I'm just looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, wait till the summer when I'm shredded and it's warm outside. I can walk around with my shirt off. It's gonna be fucking amazing. I cannot wait. This is the best I've looked probably ever in my life, to be honest with you. Because I actually know how to train, how to eat. But man, Tavian, you look like a motherfucking dog, brother. yeah, I'm talking to myself, and as you guys just hear, my son up there screaming again. So you got to deal with my son, guys. You on the channel, you got to deal with my son doing his thing, screaming, throwing toys, all that shit like that. I don't have a recording room or studio yet. Eventually that will come, but you're gonna deal with my son having fun. So you know what I'm saying. I'm a father, and I'm never gonna not, make it seem like my son is getting on my nerves or ignoring. I get on, through my videos. He does ruin my videos. He makes my videos better because, I'm happy I can record with him in here. But let's move on. All right, guys, finish up the cardio. About 20 or so minutes. We get out of here. About to approach on 21 minutes, 22 minutes, I mean. Let's get out of here. And I went to the movies, got me a hot dog, a pizza, and some candy to enjoy. Yeah, you guys know. And then also some popcorn as well. And dinner is chili.